Okay, hopefully we're live again. Saw what may have been a female common yellowthroat. I'm not sure. And I hope that we're all live again. Let me double check. I think that area next to the water has just been bad for us. Not every week, but certainly in recent times. Okay, it looks like we're live again. Don't know if there's sound. Sounds like there's sound. Okay, I think we're live. So anyway, we've been watching cedar waxwings, but like I said, and you probably didn't see it because we were having technical issues, but I believe I saw a female common yellowthroat. I'm not positive of the ID, but I think it was. A couple more cedar waxwings way out there. All right, we're going to take a walk and see what we can see on the trails. Hopefully we won't have too many other problems. I just heard American goldfinches. Even they aren't as vocal as they used to be just a few weeks ago. Hearing a blue jay. But there's road noise, there's I guess a cricket or something. I mean, all these sounds are maybe some noise from the building itself, making it kind of difficult to hear some of the sounds. The woods are kind of dark. I mean, the skies are overcast, and it is getting late, so we don't have a lot of time. Oops, sorry. But we'll try to see, hopefully we'll have a decent walk. I was hearing something, I'm not hearing it now. You start to see this time of year here, you know, some of the trees do color up a little early, or at least lose their leaves, or, you know, especially here on this end. Now, I don't know how things will be different from what they used to be here, only because, you know, several of the trees were taken care of by the beavers. So, who knows? There's mud here, but I don't see any standing water. Maybe some as we get closer to the pond, maybe, but so it looks like all the standing water's gone. I don't know if they received any rain during the week or not. They might have. Oh, there's a, yeah, I mean, this hardly qualifies right here, but it is some standing water. I don't think we have much time, so let's not dilly-dally. Hold on, I gotta sit you down and look at something. Okay, never mind. I have to say I've enjoyed the day, and we're not done yet, but if things cloud over, I don't know how quickly it's gonna get dark before we know it. So that is a pileated woodpecker that we're hearing. that. I believe it was pileated. I mean, I can get confused between pileated and northern flicker, but I don't believe that was a flicker. And I believe I just heard a downy. And I'm hearing the occasional, I've heard some grackles, maybe some red-winged blackbirds. Woods look dark. Days are getting shorter, but as I've said before, you know, a number of times, yes, the days are getting shorter, but they'll actually, here in the woods, in a way, we'll have more daylight soon when the leaves start to fall and we start getting more light, you know, reaching the ground. I thought I saw a squirrel on the ground. No. Is that a robin? I think so. Yes, hi robin. Haven't seen any robins today. This is the first one I've seen all day. I had said last week, or maybe the week before, that I had expected the robins in my own area to leave, and they are largely gone. But the other morning, was it morning? I saw 2 or 3 on a nearby building. But I haven't been seeing or hearing them. May have heard one this morning at home. I'm not sure. I think I did, actually. It sounded like it was vocalizing, and I thought, and this was just when I was leaving, I was hoping as I drove that I would see one of my hawks, but that didn't happen, so I didn't see my hawks today. And believe me, I looked. Oh, there is a squirrel. Okay. I did look, but I just never saw one today. Kept checking, kept looking. Nope. Eventually I just had to leave. If we were going to have a tour today, I had to leave. So. Quiet here in the woods, unsurprisingly, given the time of year, time of day, and the conditions. You know, it's getting dark. Probably a squirrel up there dropping stuff from a tree. Maybe peeling a nut or something. At least that's what it sounds like. No idea where it is, and as you can, well, maybe you can't tell, but it's dark, at least to my eyes. Actually, the camera's lightening things up. So if I were to bring it back down to, you know, maybe even lighting, that's what I'm seeing, maybe even darker to my own eyes. So now I'm lightening it back up. Just so you can see, I don't want you to trip, you know. Might be, I don't know if it's the same robin, could be another robin, but it's a robin. Good to see. Looks like it might be young. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think it is. At least a little bit. Doesn't seem to have like a, well, of course lighting is challenging, but it doesn't seem to have a deep, solid color on the breast and belly. I've mentioned before, you know, in my area, yes, the robins tend to leave in late August, but we see, you know, we'll see some winter here, and even on the Cornell campus we'll see some. Sometimes, like maybe at times when I would say it's a little unexpected, but we've seen robins here in winter, and you know, on more than one occasion. Not here, but like when we, well, I guess after we leave the Sherwood platform, we walk a little ways, and then as we head back towards the water here on the Wilson Trail, there's an area where I've seen them in winter on a number of occasions, making use of the berries that are on the various plants there. I don't want to bother this robin too much, but it's on the trail again. I'm hearing a frog. Love robins. You know, not just because, you know, they help us find you know, other birds of prey, for instance, but I just like them a lot. Did I hear a northern flicker? Maybe. I was talking. Maybe. I did see one on my way in, but and you know, another reason I happen to like the robins, or you know, is because they're one of the first birds to return, you know, in the spring. Hope I didn't bother it, but it did fly off the trail. You know, the robins, the red-winged blackbirds, they're usually among the first that, in terms of birds that come and stay. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm not talking about like the birds that, you know, fly through, like maybe we'll see ducks earlier, maybe we'll see, you know, snow geese in March, if we're lucky. But I have to tell you, just like I've been saying in recent weeks, I mean, I don't love certain aspects of winter. Certainly I don't like driving around in a lot of snow, whether it's because of slippery roads or even later on when it's just a slushy mess and there's all kinds of, you know, dirt being sprayed on the windshield, etc. But these last couple winters I've enjoyed the bird watching we've done. part of that is because we have been looking for snowy owls and going to Montezuma, and sometimes it's been good, because the conditions were just right. Sometimes if things were all snow covered, okay, maybe there's not much to see there. And we've driven around, making the usual visits that we could make. Remember, Wildlife Drive closes on typically on December 1st, unless it's even earlier because of weather. But it's been great to go there and look around. Oh, that's a squirrel. And occasionally see interesting things. And like I've said before, if we're looking for snowy owls anyway, and we're almost there, it's just a matter of a few more minutes drive. So we're not expending too much time. And then even coming back, and we might make better use of it, depending on conditions. This time around, maybe off of the highway that I take to get back, there are various roads that get closer to the lake, and if things aren't frozen, and I hear Canada geese, if things aren't completely frozen but they are partially frozen, so that the birds are congregating generally in relatively small areas, we may make various stops. We'll see how things go. I can't promise anything, of course. I can never really even promise that, next week, okay, we're having a tour. I mean, I never know. I think something could come up on the schedule. Now, I don't know if the geese came in for a landing. I had not, until now, hadn't seen or heard any geese here today. I don't know if they went and they just circled around, or if more geese are coming in. I don't know. It could be the same geese. Yeah, it could very well be that they flew around the neighborhood. Now maybe they're coming back. I see. Well, two. I thought it would be more than that, but two geese. Looked like they were gliding in. I don't know. It seemed like there were more than two, but. Whoever they are and how many there are, it doesn't matter, they're most welcome. They are most welcome. It's comfortable here temperature-wise. I told you it was roughly 70. It's a little cool, but I mean, I don't feel cold at all. I can tell that it's not like, warm air that I'm walking through. If I get cold, I'll just fluff up my feathers. Now, look here for a moment with binoculars. Like, did I just hear a chickadee? Yes. At least one, maybe just one. No, maybe two. However, okay, chickadee is right nearby. Hi, chickadee. It's my understanding that they're, they are, and I've seen it, they're kind of curious birds. They're, oh, some shorebirds. They just flew in. Where'd they go? Why do I feel like I'm at a loss here? I don't believe... Well, let's look at the legs a little bit. I don't think they're yellow. So I don't think these are greater yellow legs. One is definitely larger than the other. Maybe they are greater and lesser yellow legs. Possibly. But somehow that... And there may be a third bird, by the way. I think the one in the back is a greater yellow legs, and the one in the foreground may be a lesser. Hold on. But I thought I saw a third bird. And I'm hearing chickadees vocalize. I wonder if there's something else going on. I only see the two birds. I thought I saw a third. What gets me is that larger birds seem to have a fairly defined line on, well, maybe not. No, maybe not. Well, okay. But, oh, just heard the green heron again. A couple times. Well, it's vocalizing repeatedly. Hold on. And we have people coming. Oh, maybe, are there two green herons? I thought I heard two. It almost sounded like two birds were vocalizing. And I still don't see anybody. We're going to move along because time is short. And people are coming anyway. Well, they're loud. You may have just heard the green heron again. There were two... I thought there were maybe two calls that were close together, too close for one bird to be vocalizing. Maybe I'm wrong. I may be wrong about that. Again, repeated calls. Blue jay now, but I thought, well, I don't know where the sounds were coming from. The green heron sounds. I don't know. I mean, it could be over there, for instance, and there's an area of open water there. Just heard belted kingfisher again. And again. Nothing It's getting dark, so nothing is really standing out to me right now with the naked eye. I'm looking around with binoculars. With this lighting and the lily pads still, in place, it's tough to see anything. Oh, come on. I don't know what that was. Somehow I don't believe it was a cedar waxwing, but I don't know. I'm still looking around with binoculars, everybody. I think I just heard the green heron again. Oh, I just saw the green heron. Let's see if I can find the right tree. There it is. Oh, okay, that's that. That is that. Haven't seen a great blue yet. I'm hearing a robin right now. Maybe one of the ones we've seen already. If I had to guess, it is. That deer is young. You see the deer?
Yeah.
There was also a green heron a few moments ago, but it landed in a tree and then, oh, there, I just saw it again. There may have been two. It took off. It was in those taller trees, right here along the, and then it flew to the left. And I don't think you can see it from here. I can't either because of this, the nearby tree right here. Alright, everybody, I think we're going to move along very shortly. Oh, I just saw another green heron. Another one just flew by. I was looking with binoculars. It just flew by, maybe towards the same area as the first, so I don't know. So we've seen at least, well, I've seen at least 2 green herons, I believe. And we're going to get moving. Let me rig for travel here again. Had they been looking, they probably would have seen the green heron. Just flew by very quickly. Over here, I think I'm hearing a frog. I just heard a robin faintly. So, I mean, the green herons could be around here somewhere in terms of, I say around here, I mean in our view. Let me just take a quick look with binoculars. Alright, well, it's getting dark. I don't see anything. Let's keep going. I don't want to waste too much time. Now, something is chirping here. That's a robin I just heard. I don't know what it is. There are a few robins here. I've heard at least 2 or 3, so I don't know if they're just robins that have been here all along, or if they're robins that have come in from, further north. Hearing a catbird, gray catbird, somewhere in here. That sounded different, what I just heard. I guess it was a robin, but it sounded a little different. It sounded like an alert or something. It almost sounded like a cross between a robin and a wood thrush in terms of what the call sounded like. Hi! That's a young robin. Hi! That is a young robin. Now, maybe it was, born and raised here and it's just not yet mature. Hi, beautiful. Good to see. And I'm hearing a different one or two vocalize somewhere in here. It's like a, I don't know, tut, tut, tut. Oh, well, no, that's not right. That's not right either. You know, it's been a while since I've heard a robin singing, but, you know, you do hear the alert calls or these other calls. I'm not sure if they're all, you know, classified as alert calls, but certainly hear them. And it's always a pleasure to hear them, especially like at those times when you don't expect to hear a robin. Maybe, you know, maybe in the spring. And the only thing I don't like when they come back in the spring and then we get a snowfall afterwards. That I don't like. You know, a heavy snowfall. And everything is covered up and there's no food anywhere and, you know, all that. That I don't like. Not their fault, but... Okay. Let's just look at the geese that are over here for a moment. And while you're looking there, I'm going to look around. Oh, near the geese, I don't know if you, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, there was a wood duck. At least one, maybe two? Two. Okay, good. Somebody's making noise. If I had to guess, it's a chip note of a song sparrow, but I'm not positive, and I don't know where it is. We're going to move along. Still hearing robins. It's more robins today than we've heard here in a bit, I would say. But you know, who knows where that young one came from. Was it born here? I don't know. But it could be that, you know, they've now left the nests or wherever their nests are and now they're here, or else maybe they've come into the area from further north, like I've said, and they're migrating, and the young one is, even though it's young, is migrating. That's very possible. Some of these birds have to leave early. I'm hearing something off to my right. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an insect or something. That looks like a cedar waxwing. Up ahead there are people, the people that we talked with before, they're ahead, and some people are coming this way, or one person is coming this way. And I'm hearing, sounds like a robin alert call ahead of me. Let's see what that's about, maybe. Haven't seen a great blue heron here today. Like I've said before, we can go to Montezuma and see great blue herons all over the place sometimes. Okay, fine, good. And we come here, and if we don't see one, oh, we didn't see any herons today. And then when we do see one, oh, look, a heron. I guess everything is relative, and you know, you don't usually see huge numbers of them, obviously, here. But, you know, in the various places in Montezuma where we go, I mean, sometimes we'll go to an area and we'll see 40 or 50 of them. And that's not really an exaggeration. I remember just a few weeks ago at Van Dyne Spoor. You know, I didn't count the whole field, but I counted 30 within my view very easily. And I know, you know, I didn't count the entire field at all, so. Okay, now the people that we saw earlier out on the bridge, I'm guessing that they haven't seen any great blue herons, so maybe we'll leave them alone. Well, we'll take a look ourselves. Not just for herons, but for anything. I'll just take a quick look.
Oh, wait, what happened? Did they move out? No. Sorry. Not big things, like, I'm going on a walk. And I kind of want to do this. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Alright, let's get going. Yeah, I didn't really look around, but quite honestly, no comment. How things have changed, you know, a few weeks ago, well, yeah, several weeks ago, we were constantly hearing the house wrens in this area, not any longer. Really not just this area, but like, you know, oh, just for green heron again. Sounded like it was from over here somewhere. It's possible that they're the same green herons, I don't know. Or maybe a different one. It is getting dark, and you know, I think we're going to go right back to the car. I'm not going to go back to the water. There's not enough time, but I'm afraid it's getting dark, and I don't know if we're going to see anything on the campus. 2 ducks just flew overhead. I don't know what they were. Let me look with binoculars very quickly. Well, nothing stands out, and maybe that's because it's dark. One more thing. Okay, let's go to the car. We're running out of time. I don't know if we're going to see much, if anything. I mean, there's still some light. Maybe I'm being fooled by the clouds. But fooled or not, things are looking dark down here. And, you know, we've already reached the point. When, you know, can be very difficult, especially difficult. Hold on, I want to check one thing. To see, you know, birds in the trees. You know, we're kind of at the point where a bird needs to be at the top of a tree, where, you know, there's a lighter sky background, or on top of a building. What was that bird? I don't know. Alright, let's go to the car and see if we can maybe have some luck on the campus. I enjoyed this walk, though. Someone just flew across the way. It may have been a sparrow, but I'm not sure. Far fewer geese around anymore, you know, this time of year. You know, before there were geese and droppings all over the place, especially droppings. But not so much now. And even, you know, let's say, assuming the geese come here for nighttime, you know, nighttime roosting on the pond, you know, they're not as likely to walk around here, you know, not like they are in the spring and the summer when they've got young. I would like to can afford the time. I've enjoyed that walk though. I really did. I hope you did too. Come on. I'll be with you as soon as I can. I think I see a little bit of water coming down from the sky. That may make things difficult for us, but well, we'll do our best. Almost ready.